Organization of iKarate Global. My name is Caroline and I'm here in this wonderful studio in Belgium and I will be your host for this afternoon. So I'm very happy that you're all watching this afternoon and for our first World Online Inclusive Karate Championship we have in total 304 athletes who have participated, so very exciting, from 24 countries around the world. So I will look at my paper because there are many countries and we have participants from Hungary, Ukraine, Russia, France, Morocco, Kazakhstan, Sweden, Slovakia, Ireland, the Netherlands, UK, Japan, Slovenia, Latvia, India, Mexico, Israel, Colombia, Canada, Brazil, Italy, Romania, Germany, and of course, last but not least, Belgium. So a big welcome to you all. So what's going to happen this afternoon? We have 3 slots and we will start now with the opening ceremony. So as in a normal competition where we meet each other live, we will have several speakers who will talk to you about this competition and also about an upcoming competition later this year. At the end of the opening ceremony, we do have a surprise. So please stay tuned to your screen and you will see what that surprise will be. And then at 3 o'clock, it's very exciting, the YouTube channel with the finals will start. So we have in total 41 categories for which the movies will then be opened. So that means that you are able to watch the performances of the competitors and you can also see the points of the referees. You can easily watch several finals, so don't worry, there is plenty of time. And even if you have time to watch every movie or every final, you can also come back to the website later on to see what you have missed. And then at 5 o'clock, we expect you all to come back to this live stream event, because then we will have the third part of this live stream. And just as in a normal championship, we will then have the closing event, so the closing ceremony. And that includes that we will tell to you who are the gold medalists of this competition. So who are the world champions Inclusive Karate 2021. And very important, we will also announce to you the competition of the countries. So which country has won the most medals and will be the champion of the countries. So please come back at 5 o'clock. So I'm very happy now that I can present to you our first speaker of this afternoon. I would like to introduce to you Erik Bortels, who is the founder and president of iKarate Global. Hi, Erik.
Happy to be here.
Welcome to the studio in Belgium.
Thank you.
It's an exciting day, isn't it?
Well, it's a very special day today, and especially for our athletes, because they're going to see and they're going to watch their performance, yes, but also they're going to see all the performances of all the athletes all over the world.
Yeah, and I suppose, or I hope that there are also many parents and family members who are there crossing the fingers together with the athletes.
Sure, yes. Sure.
So, Erik, we are now in this nice studio in Belgium, but yeah, we were supposed to be all together in Russia, in a sports accommodation.
Yes, we had our World Championships in Russia, but eventually everybody knows because of the corona, we had to do another idea.
And how did you come up with this idea?
Well, eventually, also there, I had an idea to do something for our disabled athletes because they couldn't do any competitions anymore because of the corona. So I was thinking, let's do something online and let's do something immediately like a European Championships online so more people could participate. Yeah. And and now we have our World Championships.
Yeah, and so you tried first, I think that was last year, that you had a first trial with the European Championship?
Yes, that was, I think, in November. Yes, in November we had our European, and so now in April we have a World
Championship. Yes. And so can you please explain to the audience what is going to happen this afternoon for this first online World Inclusive Karate Championship?
Well, there's a lot of things that's going to happen, but first of all, yeah, it's very special for our disabled athletes, and our methodology is that all the disabled athletes can participate in this championship. We have different categories, and everybody can join this championship. So we have our movies prepared for the 8 finalists. I regret for the other ones that they're not in, but still there is a link connected to the finals.
Yeah. And so how many participants?
Well, we have 304 participants,
yeah, and I think from 24 countries.
24 countries in total.
Yeah, indeed. And so these participants, they have been training during the last months in their own country, I suppose. And what did they have to do to participate or to enroll for this tournament?
Yes, so we asked them to send the movie in, of course, with some special details and a photograph of themselves, and also something about their disability, so we could see in which classification we could put these people.
Yeah, so and you received more than 300 videos that you've all watched.
Yeah, it was a big job.
I can imagine, because I think it took a lot of time to prepare for today's event.
Yes, of course, it took a lot of time to prepare this event. You're sitting with 41 classifications, you're sitting with a lot of tasks you have to divide. I learned out of the European Championships that you know, it takes a lot of time, so we need to divide the tasks, and we did that.
So a lot of support from the teams.
Yes, the team of Koen and the team of Pascal did a big job, did a great job, and also it was good that we had some less work to do.
Yeah, and then, well, as in a normal competition, there is the job of the referees. So how did they cope with all this? Because they could not come together either, I suppose.
Yes, so for the judges it was also something very special because we made the movies, we selected the movies in the classifications, and we sent these movies to the judges so they could judge and give the points individual.
So also an online job.
An online job, yes.
Yeah. Wow. And how do you see this? How do you see this continue? Because you have no experience with this online World Championships or European Championships.
Yes, out of the experience, I'm thinking that everybody is enthusiastic, and so why not combine this online championship with the real championship every year? That means that everybody has a chance, everybody deserves a chance, and if it's not possible to travel in case of financial issues, or in case you have an electric wheelchair, it's not so easy to travel, they have also a chance to participate in a World Championship. And, of course, for the ones who participate in both of them, it's of course a big challenge to be 2 times world champion.
Yeah, that's also something unique, so something to look forward to.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Eric, for telling us about the championship. How did we came to this event today? Great teamwork, obviously, but also very important is that to make sure that this kind of a championship goes in a fair way, there is the classification. So that has been done up front. And we have invited somebody today to talk to us about the classification and the importance of it. So I propose we will welcome our next guest.
Yes, we invited Denis Jaken to talk about the classifications. Hi Denis, nice to have you in the studio with us, and we have a few questions for you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background, please?
First of all, nice to be here. That's the first thing. But I am a medical doctor specialized in rehabilitation medicine and sports medicine. Actually, I am retired for 7 years, and I'm also the honorary president of the Belgian Paralympic Committee, a member of the executive board of the European Paralympic Committee, and I'm an international classifier in para-taekwondo.
So what do you think about our iKarate global system?
Well, the system, the iKarate global system, is a very interesting system because it counts with all kinds of disabilities, and that's very nice. So you can see how sports can influence the lives of people with a disability.
Okay, Denis, can you please tell us also a little bit about the importance of a classification? Why do we need a classification?
Well, classification is very special for sports for people with a disability. In Paralympic sports, it's well known. It makes competition possible. The IPC, International Paralympic Committee classification code, has two main reasons why classification is important. And the first is to select those people who are eligible to compete in a disability class. And the second one is to group athletes from one class together so that there's a fair and equal competition.
Yes, so another question, of course, we're sitting here with an online competition. So how was this possible to do that online? How did we solve the problem with the classification? Can you tell something about that?
Well, that's indeed a very special issue. It was very difficult to do that without physical contact. But we did the classification with panel team, looking at the videos, the kata videos, but we were especially interested in the disability and not in the performance itself. And so we could classify the athletes in different classes.
So what do you think about our online approach of this competition? What do you think about it?
Well, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, you had no other choice than to do this. And I think it's a very good possibility, special for a competition like the kata competition. I think it's a very good example of what the possibilities. And as you just said, also in non-pandemic times, it is maybe an interesting thing to do, to have also competition for people with financial problems and so on. Mm-hmm. But for now, I'm very curious to see how the competition is going to
and of course, we also have the advantages in the karate. We have the kata, we have the kumite. And if we skip the kumite, we still can do the kata, we can do the performance online. So that's an opportunity we have in the karate. Yeah. And not many sports have that opportunity. But how can we make this classification better in the future? Do you have an idea about that?
Well, I think it's possible to make it better. The first thing is I think we have to go to a real international classification committee. And we are looking for two types of experts. The first one are the medical and paramedical experts,
yes,
with the sport knowledge, and on the other hand you had sport technical and karate experts with some knowledge of impairments and knowledge of matters of anatomical or physiological functions.
Yes.
So I think if we could realize that, I think it will be very good for Karate
Global. So it's already an invitation, maybe, yeah, for people who are interested to join this idea and to join the NIAC to think about a better classification. It's a good classification, but it always can be better, I think. Yeah. Okay, Denis, thank you very much for all your answers, and thank you for coming to our studio.
Thank you.
Thank you, Denis, and thank you, Eric, for this clear explanation of the classification. And of course, also a big thank you, Denis, to Gerda, because she has helped a lot. So, you all heard now, our aim is to have a fair competition, where everybody can enjoy, where everybody can compete in the right category. And fair play is something that is also very important to our next speaker. So I would like you now to introduce to you Dr. Kamuti Jeno, the President of the International Fair Play Committee of Hungary.
The world is struggling with unprecedented difficulty with an epidemic situation caused by the COVID-19, all of the 5 continents, as a result of this million of people dying, getting sick, and therefore humanity is starting to lose its faith and joy in the life. Civilized humanity realized it 2,000–3,000 years ago, in the time of the Persian and the later Greek culture, the sport served the development, culture, and the health of the humanity. At the same time, we have seen throughout history that both good and evil are born with man, and that is why we must strive to dominate good and the fair deeds throughout our life. This recognition appeared in the time of the ancient Olympics, but the concept of the fair play became known worldwide only on this 19th century during the modern Olympic game. The spirit of fair play is perhaps even more important for the people with disability than for the intact. In my opinion, people with disability value the spirit of fair play much more and follow written and unwritten rule for the sportiness. Of course, in the current situation, the COVID pandemic makes it even more difficult to organize sport for the people with disability, and as a president of the International Fair Play Committee, particularly appreciate your effective fight to protect a healthy lifestyle and the fair play. I would like to congratulate you on launching the first inclusive online World Championship, which proved that there is nothing impossible and that sport for the disabled has so much energy that even this impossible situation they can hold a World Championship. My sincere appreciation and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Kamuti, for your explanation, but of course also for your support to our first online World Inclusive Karate Championship. And so now back in the studio in Belgium. So Eric, you told us earlier today we were not supposed to have this live stream. We were supposed to be in Russia, but good news, I will tell you, you don't know, big surprise. We have about 500 viewers right at this moment. So fantastic. A lot of people are watching, so thank you. So, but we were supposed to be in the beautiful city of Klin, Russia. It all goes back to April last year. So what happened then?
Yes, we had our World Championships normally in 2020 in April, and so because of the COVID, we extended it to April 2021, and already now we have another issue. It's still not possible, so we extended it to October 2021. Yeah. Hopefully, it's going to happen then. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
And so if we go back to last year, so you had a lot of preparation with the teams from Belgium, but also the other countries, and then all of a sudden cancelled. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, I was very disappointed because our athletes were well prepared. I think all the athletes from all the countries were well prepared. The flights were booked, the hotels were booked, everything was done, and then suddenly it was cancelled. So it was disappointing.
And what did you do then?
So of course, like today, looking for alternatives, and so I started with an online championship.
So you had the first online championship then, if I understood correctly, in the last quarter of last year, November
yes.
last year, yes?
The European Championships, online European Championships in November. And because of the big success, everybody was enthusiastic. I said, so let's do a World Championship online then, if it's not possible in April.
And so you took the learnings from the European Championship and you took it forward. But I think this one is much bigger, isn't it?
Yes, it's much bigger, but you know, now we have 304 participants. Before we had 206. We have now 24 countries. Before we had 16 countries. Before we had 26 classifications. Now we have 41. So much bigger, yes.
And also this live stream today.
And this live stream is something new also for us, yeah.
Okay, so and what is also, you told us we are going to a live event in Russia, hopefully, so in Klin in October 2021.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in October 21, we're planning to go to Russia, to the World Championships, and I think we're all looking forward to. But in case it's not possible, we still have our World Championship online.
Today. Okay, so, and that sounds all great. So, and now, if everything works well, cross fingers, we are now going to a live connection in Russia. We tested it before, just before starting the live stream. The connection was not that terrible, so cross fingers. Welcome, Russia.
Hello. Can you hear us? Hi, Yuri. You hear us?
We have
yes.
A connection.
Okay.
It's not a stable one.
Nadia, can you hear us? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it, and if it's not working, we will go. Okay, we will go to the video, but let's try it. So, thank you for coming to our studio. Yeah, online. We have a few questions. So, you're organizing the upcoming World Championship real life in Russia in October 2021. How do you look forward to that?
Добрый день. Приветствуем всех участников.
Good afternoon. We are greeting all participants of the competition.
Да, конечно. К сожалению, чемпионат мира не состоялся в апреле 2020 года. С терпением ждем октябрь 2021 год. Для организации проведения данного турнира все подготовлено.
Yes. Unfortunately, the World Cup didn't take place in April 2020 due to the pandemic situation, so we are looking forward to October 2021. Everything has been already prepared for it.
Okay, so we have another question for you. So where does it take place in Russia, and how many participants do you suspect that will participate? Can you hear that question?
The World Championship will be held in the city of Klin, Moscow region, so we hope that at least 200 athletes will.
Yes, 200 athletes we hope to participate to your World Championship. So another question for you. Why do you look forward to organize this championship together with iKarate Global? Did you understand the question?
Данный турнир мы планировали провести вместе с 2019 года. Мы считаем, что практически все нозологии спортсменов с ограниченными возможностями.
We planned to hold this tournament together with iKarate of 2018. We believe that iKarate Global Federation covers virtually all nosologies of the athletes with disabilities.
Good to hear. So, and please tell our audience why they need to subscribe to your championship in Klin in Russia in October 2021.
Надо 10 регионов в развитии iKarate Global. Вместе что? Мы видим, что большая мотивация для спортсменов только соревнований, хорошей реабилитации. В грамотной методике iKarate Global есть большое будущее для спортсменов с ограниченными возможностями.
Then 10 regions in Russia are interested in development of iKarate Global. And we see that there is a great motivation for the athletes, not only as a community, but also in a good rehabilitation. And the competent iKarate Global methodology, we believe, has a great future.
Okay, good. So, okay, thank you for being here with us, and we hope to see you soon, of course, in Klin, in Russia, and good luck for the competition. Enjoy the competition. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're always welcome.
Take care. Bye-bye.
In October this year, the city of Klin, Moscow region, will host the Parakarate World Cup 2021 of the iKarate Global Federation. Klin is a city with ancient history. It's 704 years old and rich in tradition. Many prominent people have lived and worked here, including the great composer Peter Tchaikovsky and the world-famous chemist Dmitry Mendeleev.
Klin is located 68 kilometers northwest of Moscow. The geographical position of the city is characterized by its high transport accessibility. The Moscow-St. Petersburg Railway, the M10 highway and the M11 expressway connecting Moscow and St. Petersburg pass through the city. The trip from Sheremetyevo International Airport to Klin is 70 kilometers via the M11 expressway and takes less than an hour. Klin can also be reached from Moscow in 55-60 minutes using the comfortable trains Lastechka.
Klin is famous for its achievements. The city has the sports infrastructure to support both professional and amateur athletes. The main directions of the development of sports in Klin are short track, figure skating, weightlifting, football and karate. Klin has achieved the greatest success in short track, weightlifting and karate. Vladimir Grigoriev became the Olympic champion in short track in the 2014 Sochi Winter Games.
The first Parakarate lessons were held in Klin in August 2015. Currently, over 40 people are involved in the sport in the city. In a fairly short time, our athletes have achieved high results in the regional, national and international competitions. They are members of the Russian Parakarate team and the iKarate Global Federation. For the first time, our sportsmen performed at the World Cup in April 2018, Hungary, Budapest, where they became members of the IKF.
At the moment, the Adaptive Karate Department operates out of the sports school of the Olympic Reserves Klin Sportivny. All conditions have been created for the IKF Parakarate World Cup. The program for people with disabilities and accessible environment is actively developing in the city. Hotel rooms are equipped according to special needs of the guests.
Competitions will be held at the Triumph Sport and Fitness Complex, opened in December 2017 and equipped in accordance with all modern requirements. On the area of 3,000 square meters there is a universal game room, individual strength training, medical room, buffet, bathroom with the showers and changing rooms. In addition to basic football lessons, the sport complex also hosts training and competitions in mini-football, basketball, volleyball, tennis, floorball and other sports at various levels, including national tournaments for the people with disabilities.
Уважаемые участники и гости чемпионата, приглашаем вас посетить наш замечательный город Клин, территорию спорта, добра и любви. Мы уверены, наше гостеприимство и теплота не оставят вас равнодушными. Желаем вам успехов и спортивных побед!
Thank you, Yuri and Nadia, and also to the team of Russia for the interview and preparing this nice video. And of course, let's all cross fingers that we can make it to visit Klin and to go to Russia at the end of this year. So at this moment, we are almost at 600 viewers of this live stream. So please continue to invite your family and friends to click on the link to connect and to watch with you, because we are one big family across the world. And so now, Eric, before we go to the countdown to start the finals, now comes the surprise that we have been talking about at the beginning of this event.
Yes, because when there's a competition, there's always entertainment. And I stumbled on some special video on YouTube, and I was thinking, wow, this is amazing. And this is very suitable for our competition. And I was checking the details of the video, and by accident it was a performance from somebody from Belgium. So I was thinking, well, let's try to connect with this person, and maybe he's interesting to do here a live performance today. And guess what? He said yes, and I'm very happy with that.
So it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
We contacted Dances Agency. And Dances Agency is indeed a Belgian organization led by Caroline Provincial and artistic director Mike Alvarez, who is also well known in Belgium and abroad. And Mr. Alvarez has worked for productions of Cirque du Soleil, several musicals like Suske en Wiske, well known in Belgium, but also Jungle Book, national and international singers, and many more. And so their creative mind came up with a special performance act for this online event, for our first World Online Inclusive Karate Championship. So let's give a big applause, but we will do it here in the studio, and enjoy the show.
Ge mig bröder och systrar, töser och pågar. Det är en glädje att presentera på er äppelknyckar. Yes! Grännen är hack i hälan, påstår att jag själv kunnat släppa till. Jag vill ju vänner, måste göra något åt vad det ser. Far han är proletär och jobbar sent men har inte råd med käk, så klart jag har mina själar, för övrigt är ju grannen miljonär. Det har jag kanske sluppit ut.
Wow, that was amazing. Very impressive to see this here live in the studio, and I hope you also enjoyed this performance. Eric, what do you think about it?
Very touching, very impressive, but also very suitable for our competition system, but because we work also with the pairs, with the buddy system, and you know, it's also fantastic, and a thank you for all the buddies who are doing the effort to help our disabled athletes to perform, and that's why I think it's very suitable, this performance today.
Yeah, because as you were mentioning, today it's all about the athletes, but behind the screens, let's say, to prepare, most of the times there is a team involved with buddies, with trainers, with coaches, with the parents,
yes.
I assume, so...
Yeah, so again, thank you very much for all the effort. You're doing all a fantastic job, and I'm very happy to have a team, to be surrounded with these special people, and I mean trainers, coaches, buddies, and of course the athletes.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to 3 o'clock, so we're going towards the final. We're going to go to the countdown, but what is going to happen now, Eric? So please, can you explain?
There is a lot of explanation to do, but the first thing you have to do is stay on the page, on this landing page where you are now, don't leave it. And yeah, you will see on your screen numbers 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, and 800. These are all classifications. There is a list of all the competitors on the screen. So I suggest before we open this competition, check the list, the names, and you can see in which classification you are. So before you open the screen, check the classification. For instance, somebody is in the 202 minus, yeah, so it's a 200, so you click on the 200. On the 200 you see a lot of videos, and you click on the 202 minus. And then you have the video of this particular person that you want to see. If you're not in this video, because only the 8 finalists are in, and I'm sorry for that, I know it's not so nice, but under this video is also a video with all the movies of the participants, yeah? If you want to see your results, even if you're not in the last 8, you can find your results on the finals. Yeah, the last page you will find all the results.
So if people don't see themselves between the 8 finalists,
yes.
No panic. There is also somewhere their movie with their points.
Yes, and don't forget, you know, everybody's a winner. Everybody who's performing is a winner for us, and everybody deserves a very special medal. So that means we have not only gold, silver, and bronze, but also a bronze medal with a 4th place for all the other competitors. So don't worry, yeah, and just be happy today.
Okay. So we will come back in a minute to explain again what you have to do exactly. But of course, an event as today is not possible to do without the help of many people. So I think, Eric, there is some people that you would like to mention, especially. People have helped us a lot. I think about Ben. You wanted to talk about?
Yes, Ben is a very special person. Everybody's special, and Ben also. He did a fantastic job here. First of all, he's one of my students, but also his kid has a disability, and his effort was tremendous, and he did a very good job with the videos. He was the person who did everything with the finals, who connected everything very nicely. Really fantastic job, Ben. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I must say to the audience, I have missed Eric a lot of evenings, so he was sitting or working together with Ben to make these movies. So thank you, Ben, much appreciated. Also, I want to say thank you to Jo, who is here behind the screens, who is doing the broadcast today.
Thank you very much.
Jo Hendricks of Brain Ranger, who is making this event possible. So also it was an early start today for you, Jo. Thank you. Yeah. And then don't forget also about the webpage that we had from Mapmatic.
Yes.
So Koen, if you are viewing, I think you are, so a big thank you to you.
And I also want to thank Peter Quanten. He also did a nice job with the introducing videos before the competition. But also he made, and you're going to see that after 5 o'clock, you will see a presentation of the finalists, or all the gold medalist winners, but also a presentation of our final 8 countries. So very nice videos, very spectacular, and really, Peter, you did a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. And then also we have our sponsors who made it financially possible. So we have, I have to look at my page, from Sweden, Sparbanken Skene. We also have from Belgium, Sport and Handicap. We have LKF from Sweden. We have Hayashi from the Netherlands. We have Hans Anders from Sweden. And then a special thanks to Febis from Hungary. Febis is also the organization who has made it possible that we could send, or will send to you, very nice medals. So you will receive all a medal of this competition. And then last but not least, a very special thank you to Lions Club St. Pietersrode Kasteel van Horst. So Christian, Jacques, Stefan, if you are watching, dank u wel. A big thank you from me, from Eric, from all our Karatekas, not only for your financial support today, but also for the belief in our purpose and of what we are doing. So thanks a lot. So, Eric, in summary, we are now going, how do you say it, the rhythm is going up, the tension is going up. I think so, and yes. We're going to watch the finals. So.
But first, I want to tell something else. We forgot that we have also a chat box in our landing page. So anyway, you can always chat in there. It's always nice to put a lot of chats in. It's also interesting when you're interested in our methodology. All our country responsibles are watching, so you can ask questions in your own language, and the country responsible will answer you by time, or put your email and we will answer you gladly.
Okay, and so we expect all the viewers to be back here at 5 o'clock?
Yeah, so stipped at 5 o'clock we start again, and this is of course the second moment suprême in my best French, to watch that, because there's going to be some nice movies, and also we have some interviews.
Yeah, we're going live to Hungary, so please stay tuned, because as we went to Russia just earlier, we will also go for a live interview to Budapest, to Adrian. We will also have another guest here in the studio, and then we have the final closing words of our president, Eric, at the end. So please, at 3 o'clock, the YouTube channel will open. I would say, take a drink, set yourself in a comfortable seat together with your family and friends, watch the finals, enjoy, and I cross my fingers that the best one will win, and we will see the ranking of the countries and a list of all gold medalists of all the World Champions 2021 at 5 o'clock. So please, come back and enjoy.
I want to say something else.
You can also say something.
I know I'm talking too much. But we're a little bit before schedule, I think so, and the links are opening at 3 o'clock, so take a little bit care, because if we're going to stop here and we're going to do the countdown, don't be nervous, like me. The links are still not open. They open exactly at 3 o'clock. Again, try to watch the movie from the beginning until the end. It's always nicer to do that, and select a few names that you want to see, before you see one movie, and immediately you can switch to another classification and watch the movie of the other person. So if we lock down here now, you still have 5 minutes to look at the participants, put the name on, put the number of the classification, and you can go for it. And good luck for all the athletes. You did a perfect job. Very happy to have you. We're all happy to have you. All the coaches here, all the trainers, all the buddies that are here today and watching. Fantastic job, and let's have some fun now.
Okay. See you back at 5 o'clock. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.